The ingredients you will get will be a zucchini, which will be shredded, 1 egg, half a cup of coconut oil, half a cup of maple syrup, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, half a cup of cacao powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 cup of whole wheat flour. What we're going to do, first things first, we need to make sure our zucchini is washed, and then we're going to preheat our oven at 375. So I am chopping the ends off of our zucchini. Our next step is to get a bowl and a grater, and you will start grating your zucchini. We can grate as much of the zucchini as we can because we're going to need 2 cups of shredded zucchini. We need to be very careful while we're grating our zucchini because our grater here has sharp edges. We should be careful not to get too close to the grater, and we can stop a little bit before we run out of zucchini. And once that is finished, we can let our zucchini sit inside a colander or strainer while we prepare the rest of our brownies. Next, we can get a large mixing bowl to prepare our brownie batter. We can start by cracking in 1 large egg. Next, we are going to add half a cup of coconut oil. Our next ingredient, maybe you've tried, we are going to add half a cup of maple syrup. Next, we are going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I spilled mine a little bit, but that's okay. We just added a little bit more vanilla to our recipe. We can wipe that up really quick and then move on to our next step. We are taking a whisk and just combining all of the ingredients that we put together. And we're whisking and stirring and mixing until all of the ingredients are as well combined as we can get them. And now that your mixture is as well combined as you can get it, our next step is to add cacao powder. We are going to add half a cup of cacao powder. Our next ingredient will be to add half a teaspoon of baking soda. Next, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of table salt. Our next step is to add 1 whole cup of whole wheat flour. Our final step, final ingredient to add will be our 2 cups of shredded zucchini. Next, we need to mix all of our ingredients together. So I'm going to take the whisk I was using and set it aside so that I can get a wooden spoon, and this will make it easier to combine all of our ingredients. When mixing, we're going to fold and move all of our ingredients around so that we make sure we didn't miss any of our ingredients. After you've mixed and mixed as well as you can, our next step is to get yourself a baking pan. I'm using an 8 by 8 inch baking pan, and for this, how I'm going to prepare it is I'm going to take a paper towel and use some of the coconut oil to grease our baking pan. Now this will just make sure that our brownies don't stick to the pan after we take them out of the oven. Once your baking sheet is greased, it is ready for the batter. We are going to start by carefully and slowly pouring in our batter right into the middle. We want to make sure we get as much of the batter out of the bowl as possible. So we're going to be scraping and scooping the batter until we get as much of it as we can. Then taking your spatula or spoon and begin pressing down the batter to make sure that it's evened out and touching all 4 sides of the pan. Alright, and your brownies are now ready for the oven. We can take our brownies on over. We're going to place them inside the oven and have the timer on our oven set for 28 minutes. And after 28 minutes, you have yourself some delicious zucchini brownies. But we need to let them cool because they're still very hot. After I've let my brownies cool for a bit, I'm going to take a butter knife and I'm going to cut out 9 squares in my brownies. But you can make your brownies as small or as large as you'd like. After letting your brownies cool and you've cut them into the squares that you'd like, you can have yourself a yummy snack. I hope you all enjoy your zucchini brownies. And thanks for watching, everyone. Mama P.